Rome did not collapse in a single moment of chaos, but slowly entered a quieter and far more uncertain chapter of history. Dawn arrived softly over rooftops, missing tiles and beams, revealing a city no longer maintained by imperial authority. Light filtered through broken windows of once grand villas now divided into smaller living spaces for survival. Streets showed deep cracks where grass pushed through stone laid carefully by builders centuries earlier. People walked cautiously along familiar paths worn smooth by generations who once trusted Rome's permanence. Markets formed in reduced spaces, gathering only where enough foot traffic still justified trade. Vendors arranged modest goods on wooden tables under simple cloth coverings, lacking luxury or excess. Bread replaced imported delicacies as the most valuable offering available to ordinary Roman families. Coins appeared less frequently, their metal clipped, worn thin, or hoarded for emergencies. Barter became common as goods and labor were exchanged directly without reliable currency. Faces reflected endurance and fatigue rather than ambition or hope for advancement. Walls still encircled the city, though far fewer guards watched from their crumbling towers. Gates opened irregularly, sometimes delayed by fear, confusion, or lack of authority. Soldiers remained scattered across the city, some loyal, others unpaid, restless, or seeking new allegiances. Armor mismatched and rusted replaced the disciplined uniformity once seen among Roman legions. Standards bearing imperial symbols faded in color and meaning, no longer inspiring confidence or unity. Authority shifted away from distant emperors toward whoever could offer protection and food. Bishops moved through streets once dominated by magistrates and imperial officials. Churches stood firm as surrounding structures weakened, becoming centers of stability and trust. Prayer echoed softly where proclamations and legal decrees once rang publicly. Forums lay partially buried beneath dirt and weeds, no longer centers of political life. Columns leaned at subtle angles, casting long shadows during quiet Roman sunsets. Statues stood damaged or toppled, stripped for stone, metal, or simple reuse. Children climbed fallen marble as though ancient ruins were ordinary parts of their world. Homes clustered closer together, offering shared warmth and protection against uncertainty. Fire burned low in cracked hearths fed by scavenged wood and debris. Smoke drifted slowly through narrow streets without direction or regulation. Water still flowed through aqueducts built by engineers long forgotten by history. Fountains sputtered weakly or stood dry, filled with debris and neglect. Baths fell silent, their pools cold, empty, and abandoned by a changing society. Echoes replaced laughter beneath vaulted ceilings once filled with crowds. Craftsmen focused on repairing broken tools instead of creating decorative or luxury goods. Leather scraps were reused repeatedly until threadbare and fragile. Metal salvaged from ruins became nails, tools, and household necessities. Work centered entirely on survival rather than status, comfort, or advancement. Food preparation dominated daily routines from morning until night. Grain arrived inconsistently from nearby farms instead of distant imperial provinces. Farmers entered the city at dawn with small carts carrying essential supplies. Animals wandered freely between buildings without restriction or concern. Goats grazed where crowds once gathered for speeches and ceremonies. Dogs slept undisturbed in sunlit doorways and empty streets. Night arrived quickly without maintained street lighting or patrols. Torches flickered briefly before being extinguished to conserve precious fuel. Darkness swallowed entire neighborhoods, once kept bright by Roman order. Fear lingered quietly in daily life, rather than erupting openly. Rumors spread faster than official messages ever could. Goths and other newcomers settled beside Roman families, reshaping the city's identity. Languages blended in marketplaces and alleyways through daily interaction. Identity shifted away from empire and toward neighborhood and survival. Clothing grew simpler and heavily patched, reflecting a world no longer supported by empire. Rome continued not as an empire commanding the world, but as a city adapting quietly to a humbler existence. Survival became the true measure of success, defined by endurance rather than conquest or power. Change unfolded slowly across generations, barely noticed by those living through its steady transformation. History would later name this moment a fall, though life itself never truly stopped. Humanity endured among broken stones, carrying Rome forward long after its empire had faded.